is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Hockey Stick Talk Nation with your host, Dan, myself. And today we're going to do the top 10 best starts to an NHL season. So at number 10, we have the 1943-44 Montreal Canadiens, who start the season 11-0-3 with a final record of 38-5-7 and defeated the Blackhawks 4-0 to win the Stanley Cup that year. So, how good were the 1943-44 Montreal Canadiens? In a 50-game season, they only lost 5 times on their way to win another title. They also had the NHL's first ever 50-goal scorer in Maurice Rocket Richard. So that's how good they were. They only lost 5 times in that season. At number 9, we have the 1972-73 Montreal Canadiens, who start the season 9-0-4 with a final record of 52-10-16 and defeated the Chicago Blackhawks 4-2 to win the Stanley Cup that year. The Montreal Canadiens were the dominant NHL team in the 1970s, winning Stanley Cups in 71, 73, 76, 77, 78, and 79. So they had a really good team back then. And then at number 8, we have the 1983-84 Edmonton Oilers, who start the season 7-1-1 with a final record of 57-18-5. They defeated the New York Islanders 4-1 to win the Stanley Cup that year. Edmonton Oilers dynasty got underway in 1983-84 when Gretzky's bunch became the first former WHA franchise to win the Stanley Cup. Then at number 7, we have the 1984-85 Edmonton Oilers. Quick start. They went 12-0-3 to start the season with a final record of 49-20-11. Defeated the Philadelphia Flyers 4-1 to win the Stanley Cup that year. The 1984-85 Oilers started even stronger than the previous season, going 12-0-3 in their first 15 games. Then an NHL record to open a campaign during the streak, the explosive Oilers scored 9 goals in a game once, 8 goals in a game twice, 7 goals in a game goals 4 times. Overall, they outscored their opponents 81-37. And then at number 6, we have the 1993-94 Toronto Maple Leafs, who went 12-1-3 to start the season with a final record of 43-29-12. They lost in the conference final to Vancouver 4-1. The 1993-94 Maple Leafs got off to a great start, winning their first 10 games by a combined score of 45-19. Then at number 5, we have the 1994-95 Pittsburgh Penguins, who start the season off 12-0-1 with a final record of 29-16-3. They lost to the New Jersey Devils 4-1 in the second round. Mario Lemieux did not play that season, but the Pens still had Yager, Robitaille, Larry Murphy, Joe Mullen, Ron Francis to provide a solid attack. Then at number 4, we have the 2001-2002 Detroit Red Wings, who start the season 8-1-0 with a final record of 51-17-14. They defeated Carolina Hurricanes 4-1 to win the Stanley Cup that year. The 2001-2 Detroit Red Wings may have been the most talented hockey team ever to take the ice. The team won the President's Trophy with 116 points and went to win a championship. They had a really good team back then. Then at number 3, surprising, we have the Buffalo Sabres from 2006-2007, who went 15-1-1 with a final record of 53-22-7 to lose in the conference final to the Ottawa Senators 4-1. So the 2006-2007 Sabres went 11-0-1 to open the season. Although 3 of their wins and their first losses all came in shootouts. Buffalo outscored their opponents 58-32 after 17 games. The Sabres were 15-1-1. Then at number 2, we have the 2006-2007 Anaheim Ducks, who started the season off 12-0-4 with a final record of 48-20-14. They defeated the Ottawa Senators 4-1 to win the Stanley Cup. The 2006-2007 Anaheim Ducks were no longer the mighty, but they went on to win the franchise's first ever Stanley Cup. Then at number 1, we have the 2007-2008 Ottawa Senators, who went 13-1-0 with a final record of 43-31-8, losing opening round to Pittsburgh 4-0. The 2007-2008 Senators were coming off an appearance in the Stanley Cup Final in the previous season and got off to a red-hot start, winning their first 5 games of the season and going 13-1-0 in their first 14 contests. Ottawa outscored opponents 50-26. Well, folks, that is your top 10 video of this week. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like, hit that thumbs, leave a comment if there's any teams that you think should be in there that weren't, and let me know your thoughts on this. I really like to hear what you guys have to say about these top 10s. If you guys like them, if you enjoy them. And remember to check out the lives on Friday nights. Always a great time over there. Everybody is welcome. Even if you don't know hockey, come join the chat. You'll learn something. Always have great guests. And as always, this is Dan from Hockey TikTok Nation saying, have a good one. Keep ripping packs if you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the news. And until then, see you soon. Have a great one.